Sami was an ordinary boy, living in an ordinary town. At least, that's what he believed. From a young age, Sami felt invisible. At school, he was never at the top of the class. Not the student teachers praised, not the one who got certificates, not the one classmates admired. Every time there was a group activity, Sami was the last one chosen. Not because he was bad, but because nobody noticed him enough to care. At home, things weren't much different. His elder brother was brilliant, always bringing awards, medals, and compliments. His parents proudly spoke about him to relatives, but when it came to Sami, the words were softer, shorter, and often filled with disappointment. Work harder, Sami. You need to be more like your brother. And so, Sami grew up quietly, believing he was less. He often sat by the window at night, staring at the stars, wondering if his existence even mattered. Maybe the world would be the same, with or without me, he whispered to himself. One evening, after another long day of being overlooked, Sami sat outside on the old bench in his grandfather's garden. His eyes were heavy with sadness, his shoulders weighed down with the burden of invisibility. His grandfather, a gentle old man with wise eyes, walked over and sat beside him. For a while, they sat in silence, listening to the crickets sing. Then, the grandfather spoke. "Sami, I see something in you that you don't see in yourself." Sami looked up, surprised. "What do you mean, Dada? I'm nothing special. Nobody notices me. Not in school, not at home, not anywhere." The grandfather smiled softly, reached into his pocket, and pulled out a small wooden box. He opened it, revealing an old scratched coin. "This coin is for you," he said, placing it in Sami's hand. Sami frowned. "But it looks worthless." "Maybe," his grandfather replied. "But before you decide, I want you to do something for me. Tomorrow, take this coin to 3 places: the market, the museum, and the antique shop. Ask them how much it's worth. Then come back and tell me what you find." Sami nodded, not fully understanding, but agreed. That night, he lay awake, the coin resting on his bedside table. It didn't look like much, just an old piece of metal, but still, something inside him was curious. The next morning, Sami went to the marketplace. He showed the coin to a shopkeeper. The man examined it for a few seconds, then chuckled. "This? It's too old, too scratched. I can give you 10 rupees for it, nothing more." Sami's heart sank a little. He thanked the man and walked away. Next, he went to the museum. He showed the coin to a staff member, who looked at it more carefully. "Well," the curator said, "it's interesting, but not rare enough for us to display. Sorry, boy. It doesn't hold much value for us." Now Sami felt even heavier. He clutched the coin tightly in his palm, as if holding on to the little hope he had left. Finally, he walked into the antique shop. The room was filled with old treasures: clocks, jewelry, paintings. The shop owner was an elderly man with sharp eyes. When Sami handed him the coin, the man's expression changed instantly. His eyes widened. His hands trembled slightly as he held it. "Where did you get this?" he whispered. "It was my grandfather's," Sami replied. The man smiled in awe. "My boy, this coin is over 200 years old. It's rare. Collectors would pay thousands, maybe lakhs, for this. It is priceless." Sami stood frozen. The same coin that was worth 10 rupees in the market was priceless here. He ran back home, breathless, and placed the coin back into his grandfather's hand. "Dada, the shop owner said it's worth a fortune. But how? In some markets they laughed at me. In the museums they dismissed me. How can the same coin have such different value?" His grandfather's eyes softened with wisdom. He held Sami's face gently in his hands. "Do you see, Sami? The coin never changed. In every place, it was the same coin. Its value did not decrease. The only thing that changed was the eyes looking at it." He leaned closer, his voice tender. "This coin is you. Sometimes, you will be in places, around people who cannot see your worth. They may laugh, ignore, or underestimate you, but that does not mean you are worthless. It only means they are blind to your value." Tears welled up in Sami's eyes. For the first time, he felt something shift inside him. Your worth, Sami, is not defined by how others see you. It is defined by who you truly are. And no scratches, no rejections, no failures can erase that. You are rare, you are valuable, you are enough. Sami sat there quietly, letting his grandfather's words sink deep into his heart. The old coin still rested in his hand, but now it felt different. He felt different. That night, Sami returned to his room, looked out of the same window he once sat by in sadness. But this time, he whispered something new. I matter. I am valuable, even if not everyone sees it. And maybe this is your story too. Maybe you've been the one who worked hard, but nobody noticed. Maybe you gave your best, yet others were chosen instead of you. Maybe you loved deeply, but your love wasn't valued. Maybe you've been told, directly or silently, that you're not good enough. But listen carefully. Those words, those rejections, those blind eyes, they do not define you. Your value does not vanish because someone failed to see it. The sun does not stop shining because someone closed their curtains. The ocean doesn't lose its depth because someone refused to swim. And you do not lose your worth because someone refused to recognize it. Maybe the world hasn't recognized your value yet, but that doesn't mean you're not valuable. It only means your time hasn't come yet. So hold on. Don't let rejection convince you that you are less. Don't let failure convince you that you are ordinary. And don't let silence convince you that you are invisible. You are rare. You are worthy. You are valuable. Right now, exactly as you are. And one day, just like Sami, you will find yourself in the right place, at the right time, with the right people, and they will look at you and see what was always true. You are priceless.